Hello and good morning, guys. This is your host and host Saizad Darsi, and today we are covering part 5 of Google 200 ranking factors. And if you haven't watched till this one, part 1, 2, 3, 4, then I will be adding that in my video description. Please do check and watch that video. So this video will be very helpful if you want to know about Google 200 ranking factors, and we are going to cover about user interaction in this video. So stay tuned. You will find this video very helpful if you want to rank your website on the top of search engine first page of Google rank. So let's dive in and let's see what we have in store for user interaction. Okay, as you can see, user interaction starts with 133 points from backlinko.com. Okay, what RankBrain is Google's AI algorithm. Many believe that its main purpose is to measure how users interact with the search results and rank the results accordingly. Guys, what this means that is AI means algorithm is artificial intelligence of Google, and RankBrain is artificial intelligence of Google, and it ranks uh, it ranks website according to the search query. Means suppose I am tapping in Google 200 ranking factors, I will means user will take into various consideration before clicking on any of the results. Okay, if they find that the result satisfies them, then they will click on it and land on the website. Similarly, what Google AI will do, that they will see when a person types in query like Google 200 ranking factors, and see how user interact with the search query that's appearing in the top 10 Google ranking. They will see how user interact with the search query and in which website or in which what you call position or listing they click most. So that's Google rank brand for you. So next is organic click-through rate for a keyword. Guys, organic click-through rate is very much similar. What this means is that means here what how searcher interacts, how user interact with the search results in this factor, how user interact with your search queries. This is 133 point rank brain, and on 134 point we have organic click-through rate for keyword. Organic click-through rate is, suppose I have typed in this query Google 200 ranking factors, and I find that uh, instead of this result I find that suppose this one, uh, singlegrain.com, I find that this one more appealing. I find that this one more appealing as a user. Then what I will do, instead of clicking on the first result, I will click on this result. I will click on the result of this result, and this will increase the click-through rate of the website, and it will rank it if more user interact. Suppose out of 100, if suppose say 70 users click on this, then it will increase the click-through rate and it will rank on the first page or on the first position. So that's it. Organic click-through rate is another ranking signal. Organic CTR for all keywords. Organic CTR for all keyword means all the keywords, all as sites. Organic CTR for all keyword, it ranks for may be human based user interaction signal. In other words, is quality score for the organic results. Organic CTR for all keywords means, suppose in this case, if the user searches for Google 200 ranking factors, and if he finds that this one satisfied their needs, and if he lands on this website, click on it and it's land on this website, and when he land on its website, what he does, uh, not only he reads this entire blog post, not only he read entire blog post, but also he interacts, what you call, he interacts with other elements, means he read other post like latest blog post, or what you call popular post. If user interact this way, then it will increase, what you call, increase overall organic CTR for all keywords. Okay, that's it. Means he not only reads the blog post, but also reads the popular blog post or recent post. Okay, means he increases the click-through rate within the website. So that's organic click-through rate, what you call, for all keywords. Bounce rate is self-understood, guys. Bounce rate, I don't need to give you any explanation. Bounce rate is, suppose I have come down this page, backlinko, and suppose I have typed in this query Google 200 ranking factor, and I have come visited this page backlinko, and I don't find it valuable. The content or the article, I don't find it valuable. What I will do, I will instantly press back button, or instantly close that browser and refine my search, or maybe I will visit another, what you call, another website that's listed in the top 10. Okay, that will increase my bounce rate, and it's not good signal in the eyes of Google. So you should ideally decrease your bounce rate, and in an ideal term you should aim for at least 40%, not more than 40%. If you are serious business owner or serious blogger, then you should aim not more than 40% bounce rate. If it's less than 40%, then it's considered as very good, in terms of SEO. So that's bounce rate for you. 137 is direct traffic. Direct traffic is, guys, means, suppose this is the organic keyword that people is typing. Okay, this is the organic keyword that people is typing. But what if I show you that direct traffic is, uh, see, let's read it. It's confirmed that Google uses data from Google Chrome to determine how many people visit sites and how often. Since with lot of direct traffic are likely, since sites with lots of direct traffic are likely higher quality sites versus sites that get very little direct traffic. In fact, the SEMrush study I just cited found a significant correlation between direct traffic and Google ranking. What direct traffic is, suppose, I think this website, means backlinko, will satisfy my query regarding SEO or backlink, okay, whatever, regarding digital marketing, say, as a whole. So I have visited a couple of times this website, say backlinko, and I find that, oh, this website provides in-depth article, and I don't need to go anywhere else or do another, refine my Google search and type in another query, because this website backlinko satisfied all my queries related to digital marketing. Okay, then next time, this build a trust in my eyes. And next time, what he will do, what the user will do, he will, instead of typing this Google 200 ranking factor, he will blindly type in either backlinko, or he will type in, what you call, Google 200 ranking factors slash backlinko. Okay, this way, this way um, this is called direct traffic, guys. This is called direct traffic. Okay, typing in direct website name, in this case backlinko, this is called direct traffic, and it's built over a period of time when you build trust. Okay, that's it for the point direct traffic. Repeat traffic is, guys, as I told you, repeat traffic is very much uh, correlated with direct traffic, and repeat traffic is built over a period of time. When you build a trust, when you build a trust in the on the eye of in the eye of your user, then what they will do, they will come again and again visit your website. Instead of typing in uh, some queries, they will directly type in your website name and they will come again and again. That's called repeat traffic. Okay. Pogo sticking is, guys, suppose I have typed in Google 200 ranking factors, and I found that, see, I found that instead of someone clicking on this first result, someone is clicking on the third result or maybe fourth result. So what this does is that, see, pogo sticking is a special type of bonds. In this case, the user click on other search results in an attempt to find the answer to their query. Means what they will do, see, suppose someone is typing any search query, see, pulled back muscle. Someone is typing pulled back muscle, and instead of clicking on the first two results, the user is clicking on the third result. Then what Google will do, they will give this website boost and it will rank it in the first page, and it will downgrade this first and second position to the second and third, and it will rank this third position website to the first position. I hope this point is clear about pogo sticking. So let's move to the another point. mm, Block sites. Google has discontinued this feature in Chrome. However, Panda use this feature as a quality signal. So Google may still use a variation of it. So guys, Google has dis discontinued this service in Google Chrome, and most of the user use Google Chrome as a, what you call, as a web browser. So most of the user, around 80% across the globe, use Google Chrome as the trusted web browser. So Google has removed this feature in the Chrome browser. But however, what you need to understand, that if you have blocked certain site, how you will block? Suppose I found that this website, not this website, third number, I found that this is not relevant and it's providing unrelevant data. So, and it doesn't satisfy user queries. So what I will do, I will block this website. Okay, I will go visit this website and block this website, so that it will not show me again. mm, it will not show me, not appear in front of me, so I can block that. So that is what they are saying. You can block certain site, and user doesn't give this feature to the Chrome, but you can definitely understand what block site means. Chrome bookmark is self-understood, guys. See, I want to show you something. This is my Chrome browser, and I have booked some certain what you call website or certain pages. So that's a good quality signal in the eyes of Google, and Google's give this website, the website that is uh, bookmarked by a user, it gives a ranking boost, and it ranks that website um, above. It ranks the website above in the search engine, a search engine result page. So that's Chrome bookmark. Okay, Chrome bookmark is another ranking signal. Number of comments is self understood, guys. Number of comments means how much comment you have got on your website, and the more comment you are getting, means more and more people are interacting with your what you call article, and they find it more and more useful. So let's see this website, search engine journal, uh, whether they have got comments or not, guys. uh, Comment means people are liking that content, na? People are liking that content, so they are commenting. See, they are commenting here. They are commenting here that yeah, about their thought. Okay. So comment ranking or commenting on certain blogs, uh, and if your website gets lots of comment, lots of relevant comment, then it's another ranking signal. So that is what they are saying, that you should have more number of comments. So, and it's another ranking signal. So let's move to the another point, guys. Let's see. uh, I hope number of comments is clear. The more the better. Okay, and quality comments matter. So let's move to the 143. 143 is similar to bounce rate. Dwell time is how much time people stays on your website. See, let's read this together. Google pays very close attention to dwell time, how long people spend on your web page when coming from Google search. This is also sometimes referred to as long click versus short click. In short, Google measures how long Google searches spend on your page. The longer they spend, the better it is. Means, suppose I have typed in Google 200 ranking. I'm taking again this example, and people visited this website and they have stayed for say half an hour. They have stayed on this website and visited not only this page, Google 200 ranking factors, but also another pages, another internal pages within this website. Half an hour they have stayed on this website, then Google will think, okay, this is good, and it will rank that website. And similar to this second website, people come on this and stays for say 20 minutes. Okay, then this will gain good trust in the eyes of Google, because people spend more and more time on this website. The more the time people spend, the user spend on your website, the better it is in the eyes of Google. That's called dwell time for you. So I hope that this point is clear, and that's it for today's video. And in today's video we have covered about user interaction. In the upcoming video we will cover about, let's see what's left in store for us. In the upcoming video we will cover about special algorithm rules, brand signals, on-site web spam factors, off-site web spam factors. That's it for this video, guys. This is Shahzad Arsi signing off for now. If you found this video helpful, please like this video, consider subscribing my YouTube channel, and share it in your community whomsoever you find this video might help. So that's it for this video, guys. This is Shahzad Arsi signing off for now. See you in another exciting video. Bye.